I would get a call every now and then from Van Ron. I'm going from D tuning to G tuning. It gets a little confusing, so it's mathematical, so please bear with me, but it's really worth it to be in tune. Oh, what is that? Do I go up? Do I go down? So I would get a call. I just had my driver's license, my junior license. I have to tell you that it is still, I love doing this. I was with so many bands in my life, and I can add a bar, I can forget a word every now and then, and I don't have to go to a band meeting to discuss it the next morning. This is a joy. So anyway, I would get a call from Van Ron saying, can you get your parents' car tonight? And I said, yeah, where are we going? He said, well, we want to hang out up at Electra or up at Prestige, you know, one of the folk labels. And I would go in and pick them up, them usually, definitely Van Ron and Dylan, usually with Phil Oakes. And we'd go to the record companies. At that point, I just waited downstairs. I was like a chauffeur, but I was having a great time. And then we go down to the Village, go down to Gaslight, do some jamming, you know, and listen to whoever's playing there. But at the end of the evening, you know, like towards 11 o'clock or so, we'd always wind up next door at the Kettle of Fish, which was a bar, a little bar. It was like the folk music equivalent of the White Horse Tavern, which was a few blocks away. That was the literary version of the Kettle of Fish. And the White Horse Tavern was where Brendan Bean and Dylan Thomas supposedly drank themselves to death. And I would sit there and listen to stories about Dylan would tell stories that it was just like going down south and playing for colleges, and they were loving him. And he said, geez, you know, it's so difficult to believe, you know, that he's doing some of these political songs in the South and they were accepted by students. And, you know, we talk about Hank Williams, who Dylan absolutely adored at that time. He probably still does. And Dave would sit there, and I know in his mind was, geez, I wish I was making the money he was. And Phil would sit there saying, geez, I wish I was Bob Dylan. And I would sit there saying, boy, am I having a good time. So I wrote a song in later years called The Kettle of Fish. And this is about, I changed some names. There'll be an intermission in a couple of songs, a few songs, and you can ask me about who's who, you know, but I mentioned like Tim, who was a wobbly. Van Ron was a wobbly. He was a member of the IWW. I think in those days he was probably the only member of the IWW. Well, the sawdust smelled so good to me, and the whiskey poured like rain. There was an orange glow in the New York snow, with the laughter and the pain. And kids said, Sam, when you become a man, there'll be a new day coming on. Play guitar for yourself, don't you mind the rest. They'll be here, but then they'll be gone. There was Sam, who was a Marxist, and Phil, the soldier, too. And I remember all the ideals, but we drink to the revenues. And there was one who made it lucky, and there was one who took his life. But there was drink to cloud confusion for the kid who didn't survive. It's the kettle of fish tonight. We'll drink by the candlelight and talk of wars and greed and tours and the power and the might. It's the kettle of fish in circles by a drunken village dawn, and the crowd grows thin as the sun pours in, and all my friends are dead or gone. I knew Tim, who was a wobbly. We drank to the 50 years, from barroom fights to coal mine strikes, how laughter turned to tears. And when the waiter said, "Hey, Tim, let's go," you drank too much for now. We traded songs in a local cafe, and the kid was in a cloud. My feet were cold like the sawdust, my eyes were red with tears, like the country blues with morning news. There was conflict in the air. And are you happy writing songs of love as you watch the dawning light? But you'll miss the walk to the beer and talk in the kettle of fish tonight. It's the kettle of fish tonight. We'll drink by the candlelight, talk of wars and greed and tours and the power and the might. It's the kettle of fish in circles by a drunken village dawn, and the crowd grows thin as the sun pours in, and all my friends are dead or gone.